Hey everybody, it's Maya, and today we are unboxing April's Ipsy Glam Bag Plus bag. Ipsy is a makeup subscription box. You can also get skincare, hair products, nail products, all of that. This is April's bag. It isn't my favorite. I mean, it's cute. It's cute, but I am not like this color scheme kind of person. So it comes with a little postcard, and it's talking about force of nature, skincare is the new foundation. I can get on that trend. And it just says 5 skin-friendly superfoods. I usually show the postcard in my videos just in case you're somebody who wants to see what it says. One of the first products in here that I already know that's in here because I already wet it is a new makeup sponge. It is the Kokie makeup sponge. And I already wet it because I didn't want to film it and then get up and then wet it. So it is a really nice size, as you can see, and it has a very pointed tip, which I don't have any sponges that have like a really nice tip like that. So it's really great for getting in your under eyes, and it's really squishy. Like, I cannot wait to use this, and I love the color, so I'm very excited to use that later. Next product we have in here is this skincare. This is what it looks like. Very big packaging. Not big packaging, it's just a big full-size product. But this is by Dr. Botanicals, and it's an LM Rescue Butter Lemon Superfood all-in-one. And I already put this on before I started filming just because I wanted it to sink into my skin before I did my makeup. In my first Ipsy video, the February one, I made the mistake of applying the moisturizer as my primer, and every single thing that I applied on top of it looked nasty, and I'm not going to let that happen today. But this is a multi-use balm. You can use it as a moisturizer. You can use it as a treatment to apply to any dry or cracked areas, such as your lips, elbows, and heels, and you can use it as a cleanser. Yeah, so this is really cute. It does smell like lemons. It smells really good. As for moisturizing, I didn't apply a lot. I just applied like a little bit. It did sink into my skin, and I mean, it feels pretty good, but I'm definitely going to keep using this because it smells really good. And yeah, I'm probably just going to keep it in the bathroom. Next product we have in here is a stack of brushes, and I got blending brushes in my last bag, but I can never have too many brushes. I love getting brushes. These brushes look really nice. It has a pretty diverse selection between eyeshadow brushes, base brushes, and so on. This is them. And one of them has an eyebrow spoolie on the other side. But we just got a Illuminator number 7 brush, which is a nice little highlighting brush. We have the eyebrow double-ended brow brush with an angled side and the spoolie side, which I'm so glad to have because my other spoolie just broke and my sister has my other one, so now I get a spoolie. I don't have any of them that are just plain. Next one is a crease brush, so getting right in your crease. These are really soft too, and they feel really nice quality. Fourth brush in here is a tapered blending brush, which I love big blending brushes. And the final brush is a concealer brush, which I don't have any brushes like this, so I'm glad to have like a flat brush. And yeah, next product in here, and like I said, I do have 7 products this month because I added 2, so that's why I have more than 5. Next product in here is a Ofra lip gloss in the shade Golden Rose. I love Ofra, and this is what it looks like. Very fun. Looks like the Fenty lip glosses kind of, and it's a really nice applicator. I'm excited to try this. I love lip glosses. On the lip trend, we also have 2 lip liners from Thrive Cosmetics. I love Thrive. I used to have their mascara and it was so bomb, and I wish, like, I need to order another one because that mascara was the only mascara that I ever got complimented on. Like, people always asked me what I was wearing, like in person, not on YouTube. These are the lip filler lip liners, and they gave me the shade Devin and Ghizlan. It is just a berry toned lip liner and then more of like a rosy toned lip liner, and they're supposed to stay on your lips like all day and also plump your lips, so that's fun because they're like primer infused. Really excited to try these out. Alright, one of the last products, not last, but we're getting there, is RMS Beauty Living Luminizer. I heard of RMS Beauty before, but I never really went into them. I don't really know what they have, but just looks like a highlight. I don't know if you can see it on camera. It just looks like a really subtle highlight, which I like, so I'm excited to try that out. And our final product in here is something that I added on. It's the Kaja Mochi or Mochi Pop Spoils of Mars Bounce Blush. And this is what it looks like. Packaging is super cute. I love the color. And it is just a fun little blush in a berry shade. So I'm excited to try that. Now I am just going to put on some base makeup and I'll be right back. I forgot to use my sponge. I'm going to definitely use that for my concealer. So I'm going in with their concealer now. And I'm going to do the brush and the sponge for this on both different sides. So we're going to do this. And I'm going to take the concealer brush that we got and I'm going to try to yeah, no. I don't really think anybody uses these brushes to apply concealer anyway. And if you do, you're probably like digging into a pot concealer and applying it to your face and then blending it with a sponge. That's my guess. Because I typically like using my Rare Beauty concealer brush. If y'all watch my channel, you already know this. But yeah, it's like this brush is fine. It's just, you see it blended it out fine. It's just, I prefer something that really takes the product with it. So now I'm just going to take the sponge and go over, which this is amazing for. I cannot wait to use this sponge on an everyday basis. And now I'm going to take it to blend, which it's a little, the sponge isn't really dense at all, so it doesn't really carry a lot of product with it. A lot of the sponges that I do own already, they're like really dense. If you use makeup sponges, you know what I'm talking about. Dense sponges versus really squishy sponges. And I kind of want to see how the sponge performs with setting. Let's find out. Ooh, that looks good. Ooh, and it's really nice for getting right underneath your eyes. I was worried it wasn't gonna pick up powder well, but it seems to be doing a good job. Next, we are going to go into the blush. This is a bounce blush. I'm not sure if it's cream or what, because it doesn't really look like a cream blush. Like, the way it feels like I'm touching nothing, but it swatches really nicely and doesn't really blend. So I'm thinking I'm going to apply this with a brush. because I feel like a sponge, if it's not blending, like, that's literally stuck. I feel like that'd be a nice lip stain though. I'm going to take my e.l.f. putty blush brush and pick this up like this, and okay, yeah. Ooh, cute. Yes. I love this. I kind of want to see what it looks like applied with a sponge. Not gonna lie. Because it's called a bounce blush. That means a sponge, doesn't it? So I'm going to attempt it. If this makes my makeup go badly, I'm gonna be mad. So okay, no, it actually is applying nicely as well. Actually a little bit nicer too. Like way more pigmented. I'm gonna just toss some on my eyes. Okay, yeah. I would say you can do either one. The sponge definitely added way more pigment than I anticipated. I'm just gonna take my brush and try to move it. We're looking nice and blushy now. And this is over powder too, so it's doing a pretty decent job. I like that a lot. It's a very easy product to use, and it did not rip up my makeup or anything. It's just sitting pretty on top of it, so I highly recommend this. Next product we have is the RMS Beauty luminizer. I'm not sure how to apply this with a sponge, with a brush. I'm going to use my luminizer brush on one side, and we're going to do a sponge on the other. I mean the illuminator brush on one side. So I feel like this should work. You know, this is more of like a Glossier halo scope situation going on, where it's kind of like that dewy look and it's not so much like glitter chunks on your face. But yeah, that is applying really nicely. This makeup, y'all see the highlight. And the other side I'm gonna apply with the sponge. So just gonna take it and do this with it. And that looks a lot more natural and more wet looking. It looks more like it's placed around the whole cheek rather than focused in one spot. So I think it just depends on what kind of look you want. Do you want your blush, do you want your highlight to be focused in one spot, or do you want it to be an overall dewy look? Complexion is complete and I'm loving it. Everything looks really nice, glowy, natural, and it all feels nice and set. Nothing feels sticky on the face, so I'm happy. I'm not really going to give a review on what I think about these shadows just yet. That's going to be saved for my PYT video. So I'm just going to start playing around. Not really going to show y'all what I'm applying, because that's for a different video. I'm not going to do a crazy look either. I'm just going to do something a little bit what I'm used to. And I'm taking the crease brush from my Ipsy bag. It's a really pretty color. This palette is definitely, I will show it up close just because, but this palette is definitely up my alley. Those colors, that's definitely me. This is the tapered blending brush, and I like this brush a lot. I will probably be using this brush for a lot of my makeup looks. Yeah, I will save my thoughts about this eyeshadow for my next video, so stay tuned for that. But I just thought I would play around with it because it's brand new and I'm excited. I'm just gonna use my finger Oh, so pretty. And I typically I don't use these sides of the brow brushes. I don't fill in my brows with anything. So I am going to be taking a darker color from that eyeshadow palette, and I'm going to use that as my eyeliner. I would prefer to have a little bit of a deeper shade. I'm using the deepest shade in the palette, which this is a pretty nice purple color. I would just prefer to have something a little bit darker just to offset it a little bit more, like a nice rich plum. However, they may not be even, but my eyeshadow is never even, my eyeliner I mean. So now we're going to move on to the final Ipsy products. We have the lip products now. Before I do that, I am going to see if this blush works as like a lip as well. I feel like it would be a really pretty lip stain that like would not budge off of your lips. And I think I'm right. I'm not applying too much, but as you can see, yeah, it literally feels like nothing's on your lips at all. For the lip liner, I think I'm going to go in with the berry toned one. It's the shade Devin. So I'll just line my lips with it. Ooh. I'm going to be careful because it doesn't like last all day. And then I'm going to diffuse it with my finger. I mean, two. I like how we're able to diffuse it though, because it's a little bit intimidating to use a dark color, but the formula is really nice. It's creamy but not too creamy to where it's sliding off. It definitely feels like it has some holding power. So my lips aren't technically like lined, they're more so just like filled in as a lipstick, but it definitely is kiss proof. Like if you swipe your lips hard, it will come off, but if you just are eating, I feel like, or talking or anything, drinking a drink, I feel like it wouldn't come off. But now we're just gonna top our lips off with some Ofra lip gloss in the shade Golden Rose. Not sticky at all, not thick feeling. It feels more so like a lip oil than anything. And yeah, that is all. It's the lips. I don't know so much about lip plumping. It's a lip liner, so it's supposed to make your lips look bigger anyway. I don't know what they mean by lip plumping. But definitely with this lip gloss on top, it's gonna transfer. You know how wet things are. Let me read off the prices of the originals. I always do that at the end, and I almost forgot. Our Dr. Botanicals Superfood Rescue Butter is $16, and it is 50 milliliters, which is a lot of product. Our eyeshadow brush set goes for, not eyeshadow brush set, it's called the number 7 collection. So it has just a makeup brush set, is $30, so that's already more than the price of the bag. The Thrive Causemetics lip duos are $40. They go, I guess, $20 each. The RMS Beauty is $38, which is crazy that this highlight is $38 considering, I mean, it's a beautiful natural highlight, but you can also get the Glossier Halo Scope, you can get the Tint Beauty Dew Balm, you can sweat and get some oil and get the same effect. Not saying that I wouldn't purchase this on my own, but I probably wouldn't have if it wasn't for this box, just because I have so much like it. The Ofra Cosmetics lip gloss is $15. The sponge, $5. And last but not least, we got the Kaja blush, and it goes for $19. Now, I know I have 7 products, but obviously most of these products are more than $25 or just under $25, so it's definitely a great value for your money. And like I mentioned before, you get to pick off 3 out of the 5, so you know, like, what are you doing? Like, subscribe to this box. So yeah, yeah guys, that was it. I really hope you enjoyed this. I really am in love with this makeup, and I'm so glad that it's now added to my collection. I definitely have a few favorites in this collection, but yeah, I will see you guys I will see you guys next week. Bye.